I ain't lifting heavy anymore. And it's not because I'm lazy, it's because it's more of a chore to try to get ready to get into the gym to lift heavy weights with the way my body feels at 49 years old. The older I got, the longer it takes to recover. So if I'm pushing too heavy in the gym, then trying to compete with a 25-year-old blue belt who wants to take my head off, I'm setting myself up for injury, and I did over and over and over again. I switched to more of a functional training with a little bit different approach than normal people. Let me explain. By the way, I'm John Hudson. People call me Huddy. You can call me whatever. I'm a crusty old purple belt competitor, train a lot, 7 sessions a week. When I talk about this stuff, it's just my experience. Hopefully it helps some of you out because we need it more than them young guys. As I advanced in jiu-jitsu, the more and more I trained, the more I realized that the heavy weights in the gym, they weren't translating on the mats. Yeah, they helped if I was trying to keep up with those young, super strong guys, but there's something interesting about old man strength and being a little bit smaller. But the main thing to understand is as I shifted my going from lifting heavy weights to more functional style, my injuries got reduced, which helped me stay on the mats, which helped me train as much as I do now. Functional strength training, why it works for me and why it might work for you when you're getting my age, or especially if you're older than me. The functional training, what am I doing? And what are things you could look at doing? Well, I live out in the country, so I have a lot of different country chores that I do. I heat my house with wood, so I'm dragging trees, cutting trees, splitting wood. I got animals, taking care of them, hauling feed, all sorts of different things like that. So I have a lot of country type chores that I do that help with my functional strength. But I also incorporate in a lot of body weight exercises, push-ups, pull-ups, body weight squats, or I have a set of dumbbells. I'll incorporate those. Step-ups, I do have a bar, so I'm able to use that if I want to do deadlifts. Deadlifts are pretty safe for me, especially if I'm keeping them light because of my knees. Bench pressing, for me now, not really a thing. My elbows don't like that very much, neither does the shoulder. And the squats, neither one of my knees enjoys squats of any variety, but we do it for function. And I will do wall sits. That's much easier on my knees. That's my experience with what they're like. Shifting gears on how this benefits you with training and a couple different applications that I use it with. I've actually noticed more of the functional strength training when moving human beings, especially those that are 260 to 280 pounds. I'm way better at it, mostly because I can get in deeper and tighter where my technique is even better. And I'm honestly using less strength now at 185 pounds and more technique than I ever was, plus I'm faster. How do I reduce that risk of injury? First, I'm just gonna match your energy guy with a 25-year-old competition blue belt. You're gonna match my energy, that's for sure. So I'm gonna get my grips and I'm gonna hold till I can feel what that looks like. Same goes for a spazzy white belt. What I typically will do with some of those guys, if I am injured, I'm not gonna push myself very hard. I'm gonna talk to them about drilling, and if they're not cool with that, just move on over. It's fine. One day they'll be old too, and they don't care. They would rather either drill and not hurt you and maybe pick up some more technique or refine a technique. When you can set your ego aside and actually do that, it's awesome. That is 7 sessions a week is where I'm at right now, because I finally let go of the ego, and it wasn't kill or be killed every time I stepped onto the mat. So yeah, I'm not the big weightlifter anymore. I'm the wood splitter, chicken herder, chicken tender, but I'm old flow jiu-jitsu, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you subscribe, awesome. I appreciate you checking out the video. We'll see you at the next one.